We've got 9 points that we want to talk about from the Secure 2.0 bill. We're going to try and do this in 4 minutes or less. Time me. Welcome to episode 374, Start the Clock. Secure 2.0, the 9 highlights that you need to know. First, RMDs are going from beginning at age, they were 70, then 72, now they're 73. In 10 years, in 2033, that minimum age is going to start at 75. So we've got more time to do this. The penalty used to be, if you missed taking an RMD, it used to be 50%. Now it's 25%. Also, one other change that they made was if you have a Roth account as part of your retirement plan at work, this is not a Roth IRA. If you have a Roth retirement account, you used to be subject to RMDs, which was kind of stupid, but that has now been eliminated. Okay, second thing that you need to know about Secure 2.0. They have this window now where if you're between the ages of 60 and 63, you can now use a Greater Catchup provision where you can now put 10 grand a year instead of 7,500. That's a nice little kicker that's out there. Also, if you make more than 145 grand in a year, the excess has to go to a Roth account, not a pre-tax account. All right, point number 3. If you have a Roth account as part of your 401k, a Roth account at work, again, not a Roth IRA, companies, employers can now make matching contributions to Roth workplace retirement plans. That never existed before. Point number 4, and this is kind of a whopper if you know what I'm talking about. Qualified charitable distributions, where you can take 100 grand from your retirement account. Instead of taking a required minimum distribution, you can take 100 grand and send it to your favorite charity. You now, under Secure 2.0, can take up to $50,000 and contribute that into a charitable remainder annuity trust. Whoa, that's a huge deal. We're going to make a separate video on this. Point number 5. Qualified lifetime annuity contracts inside of retirement accounts. They've been expanded to 200 grand. It used to be 145 grand a year. Point number 6, auto enrollment now in retirement plans is kind of the law of the land. They start at a minimum of 3% of your pay would go automatically into a retirement plan. They also expanded something called auto portability. So when you leave a job, you can automatically take this money and roll it over into your new workplace 401k. That's not really new, but they've now made it a lot easier to do that. What a lot of people do, more than 50%, is if you've got a small balance in a 401k and you leave that job and you start a new job, a lot of people take it out and they'll go on a cruise or they'll spend it on a vacation or something like that. The money gets spent, it doesn't get rolled over. Point number 7, and this is really cool because we talked about this in podcast number 14 many years ago. Defined contribution plans at work can now set up an emergency savings plan for participants. It's set up as a Roth retirement account, and you can contribute up to $2,500 a year. You're allowed to take up to 4 distributions a year. When you do that, the first 4 withdrawals, penalty-free, tax-free. It's actually a really good way to have some kind of emergency fund, which most Americans do not have. Okay, point number 8, student loans. Employers can now make matching student loan payments. How cool is that? They can also match it with retirement plan contributions so they can get people to pay their student loans and save for retirement. Someone's got their thinking cap on. That's a really good one. The last one that I'll mention, 529 plans. Now you can take, after 15 years, you can roll this money into a Roth IRA, so you don't have to take it out. Suppose you start a Roth IRA for someone who's 9 years old After 15 years, if they haven't used it or don't need it, they're 24 years old, they can take that money up to 35 grand and roll it into a Roth IRA. Really cool. Okay, that wraps up the 9 points from Secure 2.0 that you need to know about. It wasn't exactly 4 minutes. I went a little over because there's a lot of important stuff that you need to know. If you've got questions, get in touch with us. We'd be happy to talk to you. That's episode 374. Thanks for tuning in.